get a lot of things and you're going to get ahead of a lot of people. When it comes to improving your pronunciation, you'll have to actually keep a couple of things in mind that I'm going to train you on in today's, particularly today's workshop. Okay. I know we did a lot of things yesterday. We did a lot of activities yesterday, but today's session is primarily going to focus on helping you speak better, speak clearly, and speak confidently. So today's session is going to revolve around, me talking less and you guys speaking more. Okay. So that's why I actually want you to keep your cameras turned on. You'll get the most out of this workshop if I am able to see you, how you place your mouth, like what kind of movement do you make with your mouth. I'd be able to give you real-time feedback. Okay. So yeah, this is just one of the reasons I wanted to keep your cameras turned on. Okay. All right, guys, we can start now. I think everyone's here. Just a couple of more students joining in. We'll wait for them to join. But meanwhile, we're going to do a quick recap of what we did yesterday. If you know the answers to these questions, please raise your hands. I'm going to ask you to unmute and then you can answer these questions for me. Okay? All right. But please make sure that you are on mute. You don't unmute yourself until unless I ask you to. Are we clear with this? All right. My first question is, how many alphabets are there in English language? Zubair raised his hand. Yes, Zubair. Go ahead.
Two.
Okay, two. All right. Who can name these two alphabets? Yeah, Kuldeep, go ahead.
Yeah, letter alphabet and phonetic alphabet.
Phonetic alphabet. Wonderful. Okay, how many sounds do we have in the phonetic alphabet? Who can answer this? Right. Ankit, go ahead.
44.
44 sounds. Okay. Deepti, you tell me next. What are these 44 sounds? How are they categorized? What are they categorized into?
Vowel and consonant.
And consonant sounds. So we've got two types of sounds. We've got a vowel sounds and we've got consonant sounds. Okay. Wonderful. Who can tell me how many vowel sounds are there in English language? Yes, Rohit, go ahead. No, that's wrong. 20 is the correct answer. 20 vowel sounds. Okay. How many consonant sounds do we have in English language? How many consonant sounds? Who's going to tell me? Yeah, go ahead.
24.
24 consonant sounds. Wonderful, wonderful. Very nice. You guys have done your homework. You have actually memorized a lot of things. Cool. So now that we know that there are 20 vowel sounds and 24 consonant sounds, you should also know how many, how do we actually categorize this thing, your consonant sounds. So can somebody tell me how many, what is the bifurcation of consonant sounds? Yes, Why does it say Yugoslavia? Is that your name? You just raised your hand,
No,
right?
that's not my name.
It says Yugoslavia over there. Yeah, what's your name, by the way?
Suhasi.
Suhasi, right? Suhasi. Yes, please tell me.
So it's voiced and unvoiced.
Okay, voiced and unvoiced. Can you also tell me how many voiced consonant sounds do we have and how many unvoiced consonant sounds do we have?
9 voiced consonants.
Okay, you sure?
9 unvoiced consonants.
That's right. And voiced, how many? Abacus.
16.
15.
15, yeah.
Total is 24. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, all right, all right. So we've got 15 voiced and 9 unvoiced consonants. Let me ask you one more question. What is the difference between a voiced consonant and an unvoiced consonant? Who can tell me this? Let's see. Okay, someone who hasn't. Rekha, yes. Okay, please tell me what's the answer to this question.
Is the sound, the voiced consonants are like when you place your hand on the.
Can you show us how? Where? Can you show us where?
When you place your hand on the throat here.
Can you tilt your laptop towards, yeah, perfect.
When you place your hand on the throat,
okay.
For voiced consonants, you can hear the ring
Hear or feel. Yeah.
But for the unvoiced consonants, it's just sort of a click.
Uh-huh.
That's
Yeah.
what I felt.
That's right. Okay. So the major difference between voiced consonants and unvoiced consonants is when you place your palm over here on your throat, right? You will feel that vibration. Okay. For example, b, all right, g. These are all voiced consonants as compared to unvoiced consonants. Like we have ch, as in chair, right? So you don't feel that vibration when you place your place your palm over here on your throat. That's the difference between a voiced and an unvoiced consonant. Good job, guys. I'm very happy that you were able to, memorize all these things that we did in the last class yesterday. Plus, I would really like to appreciate all of you for taking out time and joining this workshop. A lot of people must be enjoying their Sundays, going out with their family, and you especially guys made it to the workshop. So it means that you are dedicated towards, your professional development. So I'm really happy to see the strength of this, workshop. All the people have actually joined. So I'm very happy about it. Now, let's begin with this workshop. Day 2 of this workshop is going to blow your mind because there are going to be certain tricks and hacks about pronunciation that I'm going to share with you. Now, this is going to be a game changer because all we did yesterday was we built that strong foundation for you. Now you have actually laid down that foundation of building your house. You know what are sounds, what are vowel sounds, what are consonant sounds, what is the difference between pronunciation, what is the difference between accent. All these things you already know. Now is the time when we actually, use all the knowledge that we have. We're going to put it into practice and we're going to sound more confident. Okay, so let's begin with today's session. Just one quick activity I'd like to do just to understand if you have been able to understand the sounds properly or not. I am going to point my cursor on a particular sound, okay, on this IPA, right? And I'm going to ask any one of you to unmute and tell me what is that sound. Ready for the game? Can we start? All right. So my first question, I am going to ask this from let me ask. Okay, so, let's start with Cinera. All right. Here's your first one. What is this sound? Can you tell me what is this sound?
It's the show sound, if I'm not show.
Sure, as in chew?
Not sure.
Sure, as in sure? Is that the sound you're talking about?
I cannot recollect. It was, I guess, show or cho, something related to cho, where we studied chair, yeah.
It's the second one. So the T plus this elongated S combined together makes the ch sound. It's an unvoiced consonant. Okay, it's ch as in chair. All right. Next question. Ziauddin, what is this sound? This one. Could you please unmute? Yeah. Is it z or zh? That's the right one. Zh, as in measure, vision. Okay, good job, Ziauddin. All right. Next question goes to, let me see. Suman, are you there? Suman? Suman, can you hear me? Okay. Let me ask Zubair. Zubair, what is this sound? That's nice. Can you give me an example?
Ring.
Ring.
Sing.
So almost all the words that end in ing or they have ing either in the middle or in the beginning, it's that sound, sound. It's a voiced consonant. Okay. All right. This is the last one. Let me ask Anima, what is this sound? How do you pronounce this sound? Anima, are you there? Can you hear me?
It's
Yes.
you, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, what is this sound? I think your voice is breaking, Anima. Can you quickly check your internet connection?
Yes.
Yeah. So this sound, what is this sound? I think she's facing some internet issues. Let's move on to Ehsan. Ehsan, can you tell me what is this sound?
Yeah, it's ooh.
Ooh, all right. It's the lengthy ooh
Yeah.
sound. Can you give me some examples quickly?
Food.
Food. Okay. Another example?
Food.
Yeah, food is one example. What could be another one?
Yes. Wood. Wood. Lakri.
No, it's not. It's not.
No?
So it's going to be wood is going to be here. Wood. This is the short
ooh.
vowel sound. Okay.
Okay.
Can I say bloom or Google?
Yes, yes.
Google.
Goo,
All right,
yeah,
it's that sound.
correct.
All right, good job, guys. So as I've already shared that application with all of you, that application is a wonderful resource for you to understand these sounds and memorize these sounds by looking at certain examples. Okay, so please make sure that you have already downloaded that application and you're going through these sounds again and again. You're able to understand how to produce those sounds by looking at certain examples. Okay. All right. So yesterday we looked at the IPA, but I also showed you certain words which had certain symbols. Like if you see this word, okay? If you look at this word, guys, I request you to keep yourself on mute so that we don't disturb other people, okay? In case you have any questions, feel free to raise your hand and then I'll ask you to unmute, okay? All right, thank you very much. Now, you see this phonemic transcription. We know that, these are symbols that are picked up from the IPA, right? These sounds have been picked up from the IPA chart. But do we actually know what are these symbols? Like this dot and this symbol that you see over here, it looks like an apostrophe kind of a thing, right? So there are certain symbols that we use in the phonemic transcription in order to help us understand what is exactly the correct pronunciation of each and every word. So today I'm actually going to give you like a proper understanding of what are these symbols, right? So when
Rahil, your voice is breaking. I can't hear you.
Yeah, same for me as well.
Yeah, Rahil, your voice is not audible.
yeah, just give me a minute, guys. I'm trying to switch to another Wi-Fi network. Just allow me a minute, okay? Thank you.
Okay.
All right, guys, am I audible now? Can all of you hear me properly? Perfect. Is my video still lagging or is it fine? All right, good job. Okay, so let's talk about these symbols now. So the first symbol is called the primary stress, okay? What is it called? It's called the primary stress. Now, what is this primary stress? This primary stress is always going to be given like above these symbols, like these monophthongs, diphthongs, or the consonant sounds that you see. It's always going to be placed above them, right? It's a small vertical line before or above the stressed syllable, okay? It talks about stress, which means this is that particular syllable of that word that you need to put stress on, okay? So there is stress on the second syllable. We know what are syllables, right? You remember what are syllables. Syllable is the smallest unit in a word, and the number of syllables actually depend on what? The number of vowel sounds we have in a word, okay? So how many syllables do we have in this particular word? How many syllables are there? 1, 2, 3, Four. There are four vowel sounds, so four syllable. This is a four syllabic word, okay? And the stress, the primary stress lies on the second syllable. So instead of saying development, which a lot of people say, and which is incorrect, you need to say development. Development. This is how you understand where to put stress, by looking at the primary stress, okay? So it's a small vertical line before the stressed syllable and right above it, okay? It indicates primary word stress. It is said louder, longer, and with higher pitch. Like I said, development, okay? You noticed all other syllables, I said it like I did not have breakfast, right? But when I put stress on well, right? It felt as if I've had, a humongous burger or maybe something very good. I'm feeling very energetic, right? So that's how you're going to pronounce development. Development. Okay. So it indicates the primary stress. Then the next symbol that we have is the secondary stress mark. Okay. Now it's usually this mark, the one that you see over here. Now this secondary stress is usually not used in a lot of words. Okay, you'll find it in only a couple of words. I've given you some examples like this one. You see, when we say international, the secondary stress is over here, but the primary stress is over here, which means you're going to put more stress on this syllable and less stress over here, and the rest ones are going to be, pronounced very slowly. Okay, so it's international. International. Okay, so what does it do? It's a small vertical line before a less prominent stressed syllable. It is also used to emphasize that stress, but not as much as you use the primary stress syllable mark. Okay, so these are all what? These are all symbols, or the things that actually help you understand where to put stress and where not to put stress. Okay. English is a stressed time language. You need to understand this. And I'm pretty sure by now you've understood how important it is to particularly stress a syllable. Okay. That changes your pronunciation game in a few seconds. Okay. Here also, if you see, I said international. This was development, not development or international. No. Okay. All right. Then there is this another symbol that I want you to understand here. Syllable break, which is also called a period or a full stop. It's very similar to that. It's like a dot between syllables. It breaks the number of syllables we have in a particular word. Okay. It helps you decide how many syllables are there in a particular word. That's what it does. Okay. The symbol is like a dot between all these syllables. Here, if you see ka, ma, it is telling you that there are two vowel sounds over here. You need to break those syllables. Okay. Similarly, here, consolation, the primary stress lies on the third syllable. Here we have the secondary stress. Then we have these dots also. All right. Sometimes the dot is skipped when you're using the primary stress. Ideally, there should have been a dot over here as well, because it is breaking the number of syllables in it. Okay. But you can also skip. In most of the dictionaries, this particular dot is skipped when they use a primary stress, because that also indicates there's a gap in between. There's a break in between. Are we clear with this? Just type yes if this thing is clear, like the syllable break. Type yes in the chat box, please. Okay. Wonderful. All right. Then we move on to this symbol, which is called the length mark. Now you must have noticed this when I was teaching you the vowel sounds yesterday, right? I was talking about those length marks, those symbols that look very similar to colon, right? So those two dots are actually used to indicate that something has to be lengthened. Something has to be lengthened in terms of the sound, the way you produce that sound. Got it? So instead of saying this, a lot of people get confused because of, the spelling. So here, it's not fit. This is feet. This is fit. Okay, it's the short sound. The long vowel sound, E sound. We have it in sheep. Let me give you some more examples here. When we say sheep, we're using the E sound, the long vowel E sound. This is the sound we're using over here. Okay, sheep. Like you said, ooh, right? There was someone who said this also. Wood, right? Wood. This is the short vowel sound, but when I say food, it's the long vowel sound. So whenever we use these two symbols that you see over here, they're used to talk about, they used to indicate that it has to be lengthened. The sound has to be lengthened, okay? Are we clear with this? Understood all these symbols?
Yes, Rahil, thank you.
Perfect, perfect.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, in case you have any questions, feel free to ask, because we're going to move on to the next thing then. All right, let me see what do we have here. Okay. Guys, just give me a minute. Now, what I want you to do is quickly go ahead and grab another device one more time. And this time you all have to record this video, okay? No one is going to skip this part. What I want you to do is grab either your mother's phone or your husband's phone or your brother's phone, right? And I'm going to show you certain sentences on the screen. You need to say that sentence or those sentences, the ones that I'm going to show you on the screen. And you have to keep this video saved with you. All right, save this video. We're going to do a before and after thing, like after maybe 1.5 hours, we're going to do the same thing. But I want you to record this video and keep it safe with you, okay? Are we ready with another phone in your hand, another device in your hand? 30 seconds, then I'm going to show you something on the screen, okay? Get ready, everyone. Okay, 1, 2. So I'm going to start the timer and I'm going to keep it in front of my camera so that you can see it. How much time do we have? How much time am I going to give you?
30 seconds.
Exactly. So exactly 30 seconds you have, okay? Let's start this activity. Is everyone ready? Just show me a thumbs up if you're ready. Perfect. What about the rest of you? Okay. All right. Okay. All right, here we go. Let me start the timer. So you can see the timer on my screen, okay? I'm not going to cheat. 30 seconds, you can see over here, and your time starts now. All right, time's up. Your time's up. Okay, now keep that video safe with you. You don't have to share it with anyone, okay? We're going to do this activity one more time. I'm going to show you these sentences towards the end of this session, okay? We're going to record it again. All right. Now let's come to an interesting activity. What I want all of you to do is, when I ask you to unmute, everyone is going to unmute, okay? Just make sure there's no disturbance behind so that other people get disturbed. If you think that you're at a place where there's a lot of disturbance coming in, I'd request not to unmute yourself. But if you're sitting in an isolated place and you think there's no noise in the background, you can unmute yourself. Are we clear with the instructions? Perfect. Let's sing together. So this is an interesting activity that I use, that I actually do with all my students in the pronunciation mastery course. And I decided to bring this here as well, because I'm pretty sure this is actually going to help all of you out in understanding the correct stress, like way to put the stress. Okay. All right. All of you can unmute now. Okay. All those people who do not have anything going on in the background, no fight, nothing at all, you can unmute. All right, I want you to repeat after me, okay? Say la la la.
La la la.
We'll do it again. See, look at the first la. It's capitalized. It's of letters, which means you have to put stress over it. Okay? La, la, la.
La.
La la.
That's
La
it.
la la.
Next, ding, ding, ding.
Ding 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 ding.
One more time, one more time. Ding, ding, ding.
Ding 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 ding.
That's better. Okay, one more time. La, la, la.
La la la.
Ding, ding,
Ding, ding, ding.
ding.
Ding ding ding.
Who's saying ding, ding, ding? Not ding, ding. You
Capital
give me
है.
that feeling of Doraemon right now. It's ding, ding, ding.
Ding
Ding,
ding
ding,
ding ding
Put
ding.
stress on the first one. Okay.
Ding,
Next,
ding, ding.
me, me.
Me
No, no,
Me,
not
me,
M-I-M-I. It's me,
Me.
me.
me
me.
me.
Okay. Let's do it this way. Imagine you have had a juicy burger right now. You're feeling energetic right now. You've had a lot of energy drink as well. You've had a lot of caffeine right now. How would you pronounce the first word? You're going to pronounce it with a lot of energy, like ding. And then the next few words, imagine that you haven't eaten anything for like 7 days. That's practically not possible. Let's say 2 days, okay? 2 days. So that's how you're going to pronounce it. Ding, ding, ding.
Ding.
Ding. Ding ding.
Ding ding ding.
Better. That's better. Okay. All right. Let's do it together.
La la.
Lala.
La la.
La.
La la. La
Very
la.
good. Ding, ding,
Ding.
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 Ding ding ding.
Me, me.
Me me.
And
Oh.
Oh.
Ho ho ho.
don't say ho. That's not how you
Oh.
pronounce it. It's ho ho. Ho ho ho.
Ho.
Oh.
All right. Okay. On the count of three. Don't speak now. On the count of three, when I say one, you repeat after me, and everyone is going to do it together. Okay. In synchronization. Do you understand what is synchronization? Do you understand that? All right. Let's start. Ready? La la la.
La. La. La. La.
La la la.
Ding ding ding.
Ding. Ding.
Ding ding ding.
Me me me.
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 Ho ho ho.
Ho ho ho.
Wonderful. Do you know why are we doing this activity? To make you understand the stressed syllables. Okay. All right. La la la.
La.
La la la.
Opposite.
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 Oh.
Don't say opposite. It's not opposite. It's opposite. Opposite.
Opposite. Opposite.
All right. Please feel free to take screenshots. Okay. And also make sure that you're making notes. You're jotting down the important points that I'm telling you. All right. You can now mute yourself, everyone. All right.
Oh.
Yeah. Just mute yourself and repeat after me.
अच्छा दो syllable use मतलब एक बार इसको तीन में
Just mute yourself, everyone. Now you can actually pronounce it like after me. I'm going to say the word, then you start making those sounds. Start repeating those words after me. Ready? All right. La la la. Don't unmute, okay? Don't unmute. Opposite. Ding ding ding. Politics. It's not politics, not politics. It's politics. And there's this aspirated sound that you're going to make. It's not p, it's p. Politics. Politics, not politics. So when I say this aspirated sound, the p, the k, and the t sound, you'll feel that gush of air coming out of your mouth. Okay? It's politics. Politics. Put stress on the first syllable. We are doing 3-syllable words with stress on the first syllable right now. Okay? All right, next. Hospital. Hospital. Very good. Hospital? No, it's not hospital. It's hospital. Very gently you have to say. बहुत हल्के से प्लेट में ऐसे परोस के देना है किसी को आपको ये word. ठीक है? Imagine it like this. Hospital. Hospital. Okay? I don't want to go to the hospital. Okay? Next, article. It has that R sound. Article. And you can also completely drop the R sound. If you just want to say article, that's also fine. You can drop the R sound here. Article. Okay? Right, let's move on to the next one. Guys, if you have any questions, let me know, okay? Here you go. Next one. Ding, ding, ding. Customer. Customer. Customer? No. Nobody's going to come to your restaurant. If you run a restaurant and you say, I need a lot of customers. No, customers. Customers. Okay. Then next word is, how do you pronounce this? Let me hear. Now that you know this technique, everyone is going to pronounce it correctly. But let's see. Who's going to try? Tell me what you used to say.
Buffalo.
Exactly. You know, I used to pronounce it the same way. I used to say buffalo.
Buffalo.
It's not buffalo. It's buffalo. 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 You drop the A sound over here. You don't pronounce the A sound. What does it become? It becomes the sure sound. You remember that most prominent sound in English language? It's the sure sound. Ulta E, right? Remember that? It's the sure sound. Buffalo. Don't say buffalo. 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 And instantly you start sounding like a British. Buffalo. Okay? It's not buffalo, it's buffalo. Where's the stress? Stress is on the first syllable. This word has 3 syllables. Buff-f-lo. 3 vowel sounds. That's why 3 syllable. And the stress lies on the first syllable. Buffalo. Next one. Excellent. Excellent.
Excellent.
Yes, excellent. All right. Next, we have beautiful. Beautiful. All of you are looking beautiful today. Beautiful. Where's the stress? The stress is on the first syllable. Beautiful. Ding, ding, ding. Me, me, me. Ho, ho, ho. Have you understood this strategy? Is it going to help you out? What do you think? All right. Let's move to the next set of words. Can you pronounce customer? Yeah, it's customer, Ankit. Ka sound, ka. You remember like how Shah Rukh Khan used to say from the epiglottis? Khan. So it's a little, from not exactly from the epiglottis, but you need to create that blockage somewhere over here. Here. Customer. Okay. Guys, just put yourself on mute because I don't actually like dogs barking. All right. Okay, next we have another activity. Let's do one more activity now. Okay, I want all of you to unmute yourself again. Oh. Yeah, super excited, right? Okay, this time the stress moves to the second syllable. Okay, so it is la la la.
La.
La. Yes.
La la la.
Ding ding ding.
Ding ding ding.
Ding ding.
You have to do it 3 times, and the stress is on the second syllable. Yeah.
Ding
Ding ding ding.
Ding ding.
Sorry, can you repeat?
Yeah, I'll repeat it. Okay. Wait, guys. Okay. Let me do it for you first, and then you do it. Okay. And you can also use these gestures to actually help you concentrate, like I'm doing. Okay. It will actually help you. Ding ding ding. Okay.
Ding ding.
Have you ever seen that heart monitor? It goes like this, right? It's ding ding ding.
Ding ding ding.
Wonderful. Very nice. Me me me.
Me
Me me.
Ho ho ho.
Oh.
Oh oh.
It's the Santa Claus's sound. Ho ho ho. Okay. Remember it like this. All right. Let's look at some examples now. I want all of you to mute yourself. Just put yourself on mute and repeat after me. Okay. All right. Dynamic. A lot of people mispronounce this word. They say dynamic. It's not dynamic, guys. It's dynamic. Dynamic. Okay. Next, we have phonetics. Phonetics. Or you could also say, like when you're speaking, in a rapid speech, you could say phonetics, phonetics. But the stress is there on the second syllable itself, okay? It's a 3-syllabic word with stress on the second syllable. Ding, 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 phonetics, okay? Next we have develop. Don't say develop. I know a lot of you, would have been pronouncing it incorrectly, but the correct pronunciation is develop. You will have to get used to these pronunciations that I'm teaching you, okay? Initially, you might be thinking, I'm going to sound very different, but you'll actually think of it like this. You will sound correct in front of a lot of people, right? Most of you, I think some of you are already in the corporate world. I can see that. And a lot of people have messaged me also, saying that people actually make fun of my pronunciation. So it's true, guys. Everyone judges you through like by the way you speak. Okay, if your pronunciation is actually correct, people are going to look at you with that perspective. Okay, he seems to be very intelligible, right? Your intelligibility increases in front of them. Their perspective changes, right? I've seen a lot of people, they've got good technical skills, but they're not being able to, get that salary hike. A lot of people are not able to, get that promotion. Why? Because the communication skills are not that strong. They're not able to communicate properly. Whereas a lot of people who have got great communication skills, but they're not technically sound. I've seen them get promotions easily. This is the reality, right? I'm not saying, it could be, 100% scenario, but yes, it is true in most of the cases. So we definitely need to start working on our communication, our pronunciation skills if we actually want to stand out, okay? And this is exactly going to help you out, what I'm teaching you right now, because I know in the last 10 years, I've had thousands of students and, I've actually, gotten that overwhelming response that, this has actually made a significant difference in their impact in their lives. So please make sure that whatever we're actually doing it right now, these are 2 days that you have spent with me, but I'm giving you techniques and strategies that you can use for a lifetime. You just need to keep enhancing your skills by using these techniques, the tools that I'm going to share with you. Okay. All right. Next word, possessive. Possessive. Again, the stress lies on ze, possessive. It's not possessive. Don't say po, no, it's possessive. Remember I told you the letter O has 7 different pronunciations. This is one of those. Possessive, not possessive, okay? Possessive. All right, let's do it again. Repeat after me, everyone. Dynamic. Don't unmute yourself. Do it at your end. Phonetics. Develop. Possessive. All right, good job. Here we have a couple of more words. I want you to repeat after me. Delicious. Don't say shias. Don't say shias. It's not shias, it's shus. Shus. Delicious. Delicious. Okay? Don't say shias over here. Okay. I want, all of you to type at least one word with this suffix that has C-I-O-U-S at the end. Type it in the chat box. Quickly. Quickly, hurry up. Type certain words that end in C-I-O-U-S. Very good. Precious, spacious, not ridiculous. Only words that end in C-I-O-U-S. We've got tenacious. Very good, Ria. And then we have spacious. Yes. Check the spelling. Not continuous. It does not end in C-I-O-U-S. Conscious. Okay. All right. So all these words that end in C-I-O-U-S, most of them, you do not say she, yes. She, yes, nahi hota hai. It's shus. Shus. That's it. Just shus. Conscious. Delicious. Okay. So the stress lies on the second syllable over here. Clear with this? All right. Repeat after me. Delicious.
Delicious.
Delicious. Okay. Then we have December, not December, December. 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 The stress lies on the second syllable over here. Okay. Can you give me one more month of the year that sounds similar to December, that has 3 syllables, stress on the second syllable?
November.
November. Very good. November. Good job. What else? Is there any other word? Yeah, can I say October?
September.
October? September. September. Very good. So almost all the the last 3 months of the year. September, 4 months. October, November, December. The stress lies on the second syllable. See how many beautiful things you're learning today. You're going to actually change the pronunciation of these simple words. It's not about learning new words and pronouncing them correctly. It's about learning the correct pronunciation of the words that you already know. That's how you change your pronunciation. That's how you improve your pronunciation. Okay. All right. Then we have important. Important. Okay. Behavior. Behavior. So, some of you have turned on the cameras. I can see, I can look at your faces. Most of you have not. I don't know the reason, but it's completely fine. Just make sure that you're practicing, you're repeating after me, okay? Behavior, behavior. All right, let's move to the last thing, where the stress shifts to the last syllable. La la la, ding ding ding, me, ho ho ho. Okay? So we're going to look at certain examples of words, of 3-syllable words, where the stress lies on the third syllable. Okay? Here, let's start. 1 second. Here you go. The first one, entertain. La la la, entertain. Not entertain, it's entertain. Okay? All right. Then understand. 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 Very slightly, very gently, you have to say under and then stand. Okay? Powerfully. Engineer. Engineer. Or you could also say engineer. Okay? In or en, both of them sound okay. But the stress is on the third syllable. Okay? Remember that. Volunteer. Volunteer. The stress lies on the third syllable. Okay? All right. All right. Let's do it together. Everyone, repeat after me quickly. Don't unmute yourself, okay? Just do it at your end. Entertain. Understand. Engineer. Volunteer. Okay? All right. Next. Guarantee. E sound. That's the stress. That's where the stress lies. Employee. Employee. Okay? Referee. Referee. And Japanese. Chinese. There are other syllabic words, like 2-syllabic words also, where the stress lies on e's at the end. Chinese, Japanese. Okay. All right. Can I move to the next part now? Can we move to the next slide? Okay. 1 second. This is something interesting, useful for all the corporate people out there who are actually working over there. So you must have come across a lot of abbreviations, 3-letter abbreviations. For example, this one that we have. So majorly, the stress lies on the last letter. Not a lot of people know about this, okay? Now, when you start using these, I'm sure you would know a lot of, 3-syllable abbreviations. For example, we have ATM. So you put stress on the last syllable, okay? IBM, it's not IBM, it's IBM. Can you hear that difference? IBM, I'm putting stress on M. The last letter has to be stressed, okay? All right, how do you pronounce this? FBI, FBI. So you very quickly you say FBI, put stress on the last letter. Pronounce it correctly. Drop your jaw. FBI. Okay. Next, CIA. CIA. Again, put the stress on the last letter. USB. USB. Okay. Like, this is something that I'm teaching you. If you're using these abbreviations separately, well and good, put the stress on the last syllable. But when you're talking to someone, you don't have to lengthen the sound a lot. Okay. Otherwise, you're going to sound like an alien, or you may start faking that accent. Okay. So there's a very subtle, I mean, there's a subtle difference between sounding or pronouncing the words correctly and faking an accent. I don't want you to fake something. Okay. So I'm actually telling you the do's and don'ts as well, side by side. All right. Okay. URL. URL. Then we have ATM. ATM. Then we have GDP. GDP. Then we have NGO. NGO. Okay. All right. Then we have BBC. 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 I'll show you that. I hope you do have the words that I gave you, like the parts of KitKat technique. You have written it somewhere and you have it with you. Okay, all right, I'll give it to you. So I think someone has posted a question. Tabassum Sayyed had posted a question. Now there are two pronunciations for this. Where are you, Tabassum? Have you turned on your camera? Not sure. Okay. Anyway, here you go. Let me write it. So here I'm writing these two things so that everyone can understand the correct pronunciation for both of them. Okay. So sometimes you must have seen that this particular, article is sometimes pronounced as the and sometimes pronounced as the. What's the difference? When do we do that? When do we do that? So when you're talking about a particular thing, there's something specific that you want to talk about. Okay. The Taj Mahal. Taj Mahal is a proper noun. When you place THE before it, it becomes the. And this is how you pronounce. You put your tongue in between your lip, in between your teeth, like this. The. Okay. You remember that sound? That's when you pronounce it as the. But if in general you're just talking about and you're just speaking, like, the usage of computers has increased a lot in the last few decades. Okay. Then you're going to pronounce it as the. Okay. And there's one more thing. When you have any word that starts with a vowel sound, okay, any word that starts with a vowel sound, then also sometimes you're going to pronounce it as the. Okay. Tabassum, are we clear with this? Yes, Sinner.
You repeat, please. I got completely confused.
I'm sorry, I got
The and the.
yeah. Do you want me to repeat this or do you want me to?
I want you to repeat it.
Sure.
Can you please?
Yeah, please, absolutely. I'll do it. So when do we pronounce the as the? When there's a word that starts with a vowel sound or a proper noun. The Taj Mahal. The ITC. Okay. And we pronounce THE as the when we are using it in day-to-day life language, when there's nothing specific that you're talking about, the computer's usage or the usage of computers, right? This is one example. Understood? Perfect. All right. Thank you for bringing this up, Tabassum. This has cleared a lot of other people's doubt as well. Good job. That's what I like about people asking questions in the class. Others also get to learn from, asking questions. Good. All right. So ready? You've got only 10 seconds. Here you go. This is the next part. Write it down. Okay. 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going to play a game as well. But before that, I want you to have a look at this. Just quickly look at this video. Okay, I'm going to play this video right now. All right, don't worry about the sound. I, have actually removed it deliberately. Now, you need to give me words that end in AY. I want all of you to type 5 words together and then press enter in the chat box. Don't send it separately. Come on, hurry up. Give me 5 words that end in AY. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Quickly, chat box. 5 words together, don't send it separately. Do not press enter. You can press shift plus enter to move to the next one. Okay? Good, good, good. Very nice. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Okay, I can see a lot of words. Good job. Yes. Very nice. Very nice. Good job, good job, good job. All right, 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, your time's up now. Okay, so what is the purpose of this activity? Let's first understand that. How many of you know MS Dhoni? How many? I'm so sorry to ask you such a stupid question. How many of you remember this helicopter shot? Right. Now imagine this helicopter shot that he plays. Look at me carefully, okay? Let me give you a closer look once again. Here. So imagine MS Dhoni is playing this shot, and instead of playing this shot in full swing like this, he stops right here. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? The momentum is going to break. He might not be able to hit, a 6 if he doesn't have that full swing. All the golf players, you see the golf swinging from here until backwards, right? All the words that end in AY, you need to pronounce it like you're hitting a helicopter shot. Okay? A, that's the sound. A, no. A, it's A. Now feel that difference. All the words that you've given me right now, pronounce all these words. Quickly pronounce all these words with using that helicopter shot. Play, stay, clay. Quickly pronounce all the words that you have sent. Hurry up. Delay, gay, Sunday. Yeah, very nice. Anima is very smart. You're very smart, Anima. She has written all the words of all the days of the week. And that's probably what we're going to do. Good job. All right, here we go. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to teach you the correct pronunciation of the days of the week. It's not day, it's day. It's the A diphthong that I taught you yesterday, if you remember. Okay, A. All right, please repeat after me. How do you pronounce this? It's not Monday, it's Monday. A, Monday. Okay, it's not Tuesday, it's Tuesday. There's this ch sound before, at the beginning. Excuse me. It's Tuesday, not Tuesday, not Tuesday, not Tuesday. It's not that. None of that. It's Tuesday, or you could say Tuesday. Let me show you the phonemic transcription here. See, I've given you the phonemic transcription as well. And the beautiful thing about this is all the words, all the days of the week have stress on the first syllable. What does it indicate? What is this syllable mark called? Who can tell me? What is this syllable mark called?
Emphasis.
Stress.
Primary stress.
Primary stress.
Who said that? Primary stress. Very good. This is the primary stress. Okay. So the primary stress lies on the first syllable. Okay. Monday. This is the diphthong I was talking about. Okay. It's Monday. All right. That's how you're going to pronounce it. A at the end. This is Tuesday. Tuesday. Okay? Not Tuesday, Tuesday. No, it's Tuesday. The ch sound is eminent over here, and that's where the stress lies. Okay? The next one, it's not Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Wednesday. Remember it like this. Like we say, when's your birthday? When's your birthday, right? When is your birthday? When's your birthday? Let's shorten that thing. So this becomes Wednesday. Wednesday. Got it? It's not Wednesday. We drop this sound. We do not pronounce D over here. Okay? It's Wednesday. And how do we sound? How do we make a what kind of position do we make with our lips when we are pronouncing the W sound? It's a circle that you make out of your lips. Wednesday, Wednesday. Okay. All right. Let's move to the next few words that we have here. All right. Repeat after me. Say Thursday, Thursday. The stress lies again on the first syllable. This is the th sound. Like we say, thank you. Okay. It's not her, it's th, thank you. Thursday, Thursday. Please make sure you're actually using that helicopter shot as a reference to pronounce this sound, okay? Friday, Friday. Saturday, Saturday. This is the sure sound. You're basically replacing this sound with this becomes Saturday. Okay, you're dropping the R sound completely over here, by the way. It's Saturday, not Saturday. Now imagine somebody comes to you and say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay. Make sense? And the last one is Sunday. 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 That's the phonemic transcription. You put stress on the first syllable. Sunday. Today. Today. What are we learning today? We're learning the correct pronunciation of the days of the week. Today. Today. I'm going to teach you today. Okay? Yesterday. What did you learn yesterday? We learned what are syllables yesterday? Okay. So remember this helicopter shot by MS Dhoni. That's how you're going to pronounce all the words that end in A-Y. Make sense? Are we clear with this? Type a yes in the chat box. Yes in block letters if you have understood this concept completely. YES in running head writing if you don't feel confident about it right now. Let's see. Aha, nice. Okay. How different pronunciation for pray and pray? That's a very nice question. So some of the words that you have where, these are called homonyms, Ankit, okay? The spelling is different, but the pronunciation is almost same, okay? So I'm going to talk about it. For example, read, and then we have read as well, okay? So there are certain RED, read, and then READ is also read, the past form of read. So these are called homonyms, okay? So you can actually understand the difference by just looking it up in the dictionary, go to the Cambridge website and check what is the correct pronunciation of these words. That's the easiest thing. It's a little time consuming, but that's the only thing you can do to understand the correct pronunciation and the difference between both of them, okay?
Okay.
Alrighty. Okay. Now we're going to do an activity. Please keep your pencil or your pens handy because I am going to speak certain words and I am going to ask you to tell me how many times did you hear this sound? Okay. So you just have to write down the correct number of how many times you make that, I make that sound. So I used to do it like this. I mean, if this works for you, use the tally method, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, use that method. Or you can just write down 1, 2, 3, whatever is convenient for you. I just need the correct number. Okay, ready? What is the activity? I'm going to pronounce certain words. You have to tell me how many times did I use this sound. Okay? The A sound. A. Do you want me to repeat, or can we start with this activity? Give me a thumbs up if you have understood this activity. Give me a thumbs up. All right, all right, all right, all right. What about the rest of you? Don't worry, guys. Today I'm going to give you a break. I know yesterday we went all out without giving you a break, but I'm going to give you a break today. But after this activity, okay? All right, let's start this activity now. 1 second. Let me just clear everything up. And let me stop sharing my screen. Okay. All right. And I'm going to pronounce each word only once. I'm not going to repeat it. So be attentive, listen to each and everything clearly and, attentively. Okay, let us start now. Let me also give you the total number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, don't worry about it. So the first word is pepper. Paper. Letter. Later. Pain. Pen. Wet. Wait. Get. Gate. Late. Let. Type your answers in the chat box quickly. Type your answers in the chat box. Let me see. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Okay. Hurry up, everyone, everyone. Come on, come on, come on. I need answers from all of you. Okay. Now let me share my screen with you. Okay. Here. Look at the screen, everyone, please. Pepper. Pepper. No A sound. There's no A sound. This diphthong sound, it's not present over there. But when I say paper, 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 we have this sound over here. Okay? Letter, letter. No, we don't have that sound here. Later, A, later. We have that sound over here. Pen, pen. No. Pain, pain. Okay? Wet, wet. No. But wait, wait. Yes, we have that sound here. Get, no. Gate, yes. Late, yes. Let, no. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. If you typed 6, your answers, this is correct. So kudos to all of you who answered 6. Good job. And congratulations to the rest of you who participated, because you're on the verge of actually learning something. Making mistakes is one of the best teaching methods, okay? So make mistakes, learn from your mistakes. That's the best thing you can do, okay? All right, are we clear with this, everyone? Okay, just before I give you a break, one volunteer, anyone, or let's say, let's have 2 this time. Okay, I'm going to show you something on the screen, and I just want you to pronounce it. I'm going to make you, a person who's actually living in the UK right now. I'm going to show you something, and if you pronounce that, you will sound as if you've got gems in your mouth. Yeah, gems in your mouth is basically, we use this idiom for people who have, such great pronunciation skills. And this is usually used for all the people who are from Britain. Okay. Okay, we've got one volunteer, another one, Ehsan. Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else who'd like to participate? Yeah, Rohit. All right. Okay, so we'll start with Ehsan first, and then Zubair, and then Rohit. Okay, just 3 volunteers. But I want you to do it quickly. You're supposed to read everything that I'm going to show you on the screen rapidly. Okay, let's start.
Okay.
Here you go, Ehsan. This is what I want you to speak. Here.
British people will like Monday, Tuesday,
Uh, uh-huh. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Wonderful. Very nice. Okay, Zubair, I'd like you to try this now.
British people be like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and literally.
Literally. Okay, good job. Yeah, Rohit, go ahead. Anyone else who'd like to try, just raise your hand. Helicopter shot. Good job, good job, good job. Okay, I mean, this is just a fun activity. You don't have to sound like a British. The main objective of this pronunciation masterclass is to make you sound more clear and confident, okay? Not to make you sound like someone else. We're not focusing on learning accent. We're focusing only on improving your pronunciation, okay? This is just a fun activity that I wanted all of you to do. Thank you for participating. We are going to give you now exactly a 5-minute break. Go eat whatever you can within 5 minutes. Go drink whatever you can within 5 minutes. You want to take a nature break, go do that. But after 5 minutes, I want all of you here. Okay? It's 12:15 right now. I'm going to see you exactly at 12:20. Bye. All right, guys. Is everyone here?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Like, do we need to slow down our speech in order to correct our pronunciation, or is it okay to speak with a natural pace?
Speak at your natural pace, Zubair. You don't have to slow down your pace. The rate of speech only needs to be reduced when you're practicing.
Like, if we speak with a natural pace, it will be the same thing. We haven't trained our muscles as yet. So, what do you think?
That's what I said. When you're practicing, when you start practicing these drills, go slow, but don't, worry about changing your rate of speech. When do we need to change our rate of speech? When you're talking to someone who you think has, a better intelligibility, who can understand that rate of speech properly. It's not about you. It's about the person who's going to listen to you. If your message is not being delivered properly to the person, what's the point of having that communication? Okay. So when you're practicing to train your muscles, you go slow. Okay. But not, speak naturally like you've always been speaking. Okay.
Okay, and the recording, the link which you sent for the recording, it wasn't there.
Huh? How's that possible? Guys, were you not able to, watch the recording? How many of you tried? You were able to watch the recording, right? What about others? Did you try? Anyone else? It should be working. Zubair, when did you check it? Did you check it
Uh,
right now?
yeah, it says like this.
Okay. Try
Rahil,
it.
I have not received any link from your side for recording.
You should have gotten that email the on your registered email. I'm pretty sure everyone has got that link. If
Okay,
not,
I think
the
I'll
recording.
check. I'll check
Sure.
my wife, so I
Yeah,
can.
yeah. If she registered on your behalf, I think she would have gotten that email. Okay. Don't
Okay,
worry.
that's
I'll
fine.
send you the recording. The links will be shared after this workshop. You don't have to be worried about it. All you need to do is just log into that application, use the same numbers, the same email ID for accessing the recording. Okay. All right, guys. We're going to do this question answer round later. Please don't worry about it. Let me just first complete all the contents that I prepared for you, get the best out of it, and then we'll move to the next question answer round. I've kept everything for you, okay? All right, let's start with the next amazing thing for you to help you improve your pronunciation, okay? 1 second, let me share my screen with you. Okay, now that you have understood the drill, we are going to move on to 4-syllabic words, okay? Because English language is full of 4-syllable words. So we're going to do this activity, but this time it's going to be 4 syllables, all right? Okay, everyone, repeat after me. La, 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 la. I can see your mouth moving. Ding, 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 ding. Me, 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 me. Ho, 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 ho. All right, let's do it one more time. La, 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 la. Ding, 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 ding. Me, 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 me. Ho, 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 ho. Now let's look at the examples. Let's look at some examples. January, January, January. It's a 4-syllable word. You might not notice it, but there are 4 vowel sounds in it. Jan, 1, U, A, re, E at the end. That's why it is a 4-syllabic word. But the stress is on the first syllable. January. Okay? That's how you pronounce it. Next, February. It's not February, it's February. Or you could also say February. Like we say January, you could say February. When you're actually talking at a rapid pace or talking to someone, right? I'm going to London in February or February. Okay. There has to be that sound. February. February. All right. That's how you pronounce it. Dictionary. 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 Notice that sound, feel that sound. Dictionary, dictionary. All right, that's how you pronounce it. First syllable words with the stress on first syllable. It's not television, television, tela, not e. You don't pronounce it. पता है Indians की problem क्या है? हम लोगों को बचपन में we were taught that you have to pronounce each and every letter as you see it. That's not how English pronunciation works. Okay, you need to break this. You need to break this habit. It's the correct pronunciation of this word is television. Remember the sure sound. This e has been replaced by that sure sound. Television, television. Okay. All right. Repeat after me, everyone. January, February, dictionary, television, television. Okay. All right. Next. Watermelon. 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 All right. Now, I should tell you this thing as well. Sometimes you will notice that this T actually becomes light D. Watermelon. Watermelon. You see that? It's water. Water. I'm not saying water. There's no t sound coming in. It's water. Watermelon. 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 Okay, remember this. And this is not comfortable, it's comfortable. Comfortable. So you drop the O sound over here. It's not comfortable, comfortable. This also is dropped. This sound is also dropped. Comfortable. Comfortable. All right. We have reasonable. 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 Give it to me at a reasonable price. There's no point of bargaining like this. Could you give me a reasonable price? The shopkeeper is going to give it to you for 100 rupees even if the product is for 1,000. Reasonable. Reasonable. Calculator. 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 No. Not later for sure. It's calculator. Drop this O sound. Calculator. 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 Okay. Everyone, repeat after me. Watermelon. Comfortable. Reasonable. Calculator. Very good. All right. Next. So this time we're going to shift the syllable stress to the second syllable from la 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 to la 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. Me 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 me. Me 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 me. Ho 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 ho. Ho 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 ho. Clear? Let's practice the same thing with some words. Okay. Ability. It's ability, not ability. It's ability. You put stress on the second syllable. This is a 4-syllabic word. It seems to be a short word, but there are 4 vowel sounds in it. Okay. That's why you put stress on the second syllable. It's ability. Ability. Okay. Give me a word that ends with ability. Give me a word that ends with this. It is used as a suffix. Come on. I know you know these words. Hurry up.
Responsibility.
Yes. No. Yes, responsibility. Very good. Availability.
Mobility.
Availability. Okay. Compatibility. So there's stability. Stability. There's ability. Very good. Very good. Not fraternity. No, no, no. ABILITY. So the rule over here is, and this applies to most of the words, not all of the words, not all the words in English language. The rule is that you put stress on the anti-penultimate syllable. Anti-penultimate syllable. Anti-penultimate is second from last. Penultimate is, you know, just before the last syllable. Anti-penultimate is before that. Okay. So the stress lies over here. The stress lies over which part? Here. It lies over here. Okay. Are we clear with this? All right. 1 second, guys. I think that's about people who have joined now. All right. So this is ability, stability, disability, capability. You notice right now you would have been saying ability, capability, no, capability. Put stress on capability. Okay. That's what you have to keep in mind. All right. Next word. What's up next? Let's have a look at this. Here you go. Stability, like I said earlier. Okay. Here, this is one of my favorite words because most of the people mispronounce it. Okay. It's development. Development. Okay. Parameter. Parameter. Okay. Parameter. So the stress lies on parameter. Parameter. Parameter? No, it's not parameter. It's parameter. Parameter. Repeat after me, everyone. Ability, stability, development, parameter. Parameter. Okay? Not para. No, it's not para. It's not para. It's parameter. You drop the A sound. This one has to be dropped. Parameter. Okay. Now, a lot of people ask me this question: how do we know the correct pronunciation of these words? There is only one way to know the correct pronunciation of the words. That is to go and look it up in the dictionary, check the phonemic transcription. That's the only best way. I'm giving you these hacks based on my experience, based on the knowledge that I have, that words that end in ABILITY, this is something that I've learned throughout these, my teaching experience, right? I can give you these hacks and strategies, but this is only going to help you out to some extent. Probably you can learn hundreds or maybe let's say thousands of words. But what if a new word comes your way? How do you get to know the pronunciation of that word? You've got the tool, you know the IPA now, you can look it up in the dictionary, you know where the stress marks are, how these stress marks actually work. This is what I wanted you to learn from this workshop. You're already equipped with understanding how to pronounce a word. All you need to do is just go to the Cambridge Dictionary or the Oxford Dictionary. These are the two standard dictionaries I actually use. And this is recommended by a lot of people, a lot of language trainers, a lot of linguists, a lot of, even Shashi Tharoor has mentioned in one of his videos that if he has to look up, if he has to check the pronunciation of any word, he goes to Cambridge Dictionary or that particular website. And it's a beautiful thing, guys. Okay. It takes time, but when you actually get that habit, no matter whatever you're doing, you'll definitely go by yourself to that website and you'll look at the correct pronunciation of that word. Okay. And this is what I wanted you to learn from this workshop. And I'm pretty sure most of you have learned it. All right, let's quickly do the next few words that we have here. Okay, everyone, repeat after me. Photography. Photography. Executive. 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 Rhinoceros? No, that's how we were taught. It's rhinoceros. Surus. Do you know this brand name, Saras? Huh? Saras Parlor. I mean, we have it in Jaipur, I guess. Yeah. So it's Saras. It's not Seros, it's Saras. Saras. Okay. Rhinoceros. Stress on no. Rhinoceros. Captivity. Captivity. Another suffix, nativity. Okay. Captivity. There are certain words that end in with this. You put stress on the second syllable over there. Okay. All right, let's move to the next one. And this is the last one we're going to do. Okay, all right, we've got one more activity. Give me 5 words that end in GRAPHY. Quickly type it in the chat box, everyone. 5 words. Send them to me together. Don't send them separately. Like we have photography, give me 5 more words that end in graphy. Okay. Good job. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Excuse me. All right, most of you have sent me 4 words, 5 words. I can see only 1, 2. Okay. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Good job. Good job, good job. Now pronounce these words with stress on the second syllable. Biography, just before graphy. Whatever syllable you have before graphy, before this suffix. Photography. We have this ta syllable, okay? Like we have biography. It's not biography. A lot of people say graphy at the end. It's not graphy, it's graphy. Graphy. Photography. Calligraphy. Okay. What all words have you written? Now see, you're actually learning so many words. See, that's what the power of learning in a team, learning as a team is. See, someone has written demography. You put stress on more. The syllable right before graphy. These are called suffix and prefix. We have got prefix as well. Okay. So you can learn the correct pronunciation of certain words by using this technique. Learn the suffix, check how are these, words pronounced with this suffix. Okay. All right, all right, all right. Yeah. Now you can pronounce all the words. Maybe take a screenshot of the chat box so that you don't forget these words. There are going to be certain more words as well, right? Okay. Now let's move to the next one. Here, the stress shifts from the second syllable to the third syllable now. Okay. So I'm going to show you certain words which will be helpful for you. And these are some common words that we use in our daily lives. I'm not giving you certain new words because that's not the aim of this workshop. The aim of this workshop is to improve your pronunciation using the knowledge, your existing knowledge. Okay. That's actually going to motivate you. Now, the stress shifts from the second syllable to the third syllable. So it is la 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 la. What is it? La 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 la. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. Me 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 me. Ho 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 ho. Got it? All right, repeat after me, everyone. La 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 la. Ding 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 ding. Me 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 me. Ho 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 ho. Let's look at some words. La 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 la. Politician? No. Politician. Okay. Politician. 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 Okay. Opposition. Opposition. Not opposition. Opposition. Mat bolna aaj ke baad. It's opposition. Opposition. Okay. Automatic. 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 Okay. You can make it sound light D also, or automatic is also correct, okay? Automatic, but the stress lies on the third syllable. Automatic, automatic. Next, beautiful word, conversation, conversation. Okay, one more activity for you is that I want you to, no, not here. One second, I think after this, I'm going to give you, yes. So repeat after me, everyone. Say conversation, conversation. All right, next few words, introduction, introduction, introduction. Celebration, 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 not celebration. Stop saying celebration, it's celebration. So you do not say E, don't pronounce E over here. It's the sure sound, celebrity, okay? Celebration. All right. Application, application. You can notice that difference in your pronunciation right after you learned that helicopter shot. Okay, right? Asian. Right now you were just saying application, application, application. Notice that difference in your pronunciation. Application, celebration, or celebration. Okay? Next, education, education, education. All right, one more activity for you. Give me 5 words that end in T-I-O-N. Only T-I-O-N, nothing else. Let's see. Here, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Chat box. Substitution, constitution, very good. Institution, conservation, very good, Ehsan. Traumatization, very good. I hope you're not traumatized. Motion, vacation, very good. Location, station, beautiful, guys. Wonderful, wonderful. Addiction, motion, demolition, graduation. Very nice, very nice, very nice, guys. Okay, all right. My comment section has been flooded. Congratulations. Information. Wonderful, wonderful. Now you see all the words that have this suffix, this ending, T-I-O-N, the stress lies on the syllable right before it. The stress is on the syllable right before it. No matter if it's a 4-syllable word, a 3-syllable word, or a 5-syllabic word, it does not matter. Where does the stress lie? Stress lies right before T-I-O-N. Okay? Now, one of my reels, how many of you actually came through Instagram, like after watching my reels? Raise your hands quickly, please. And how many of you have been following me for more than 2 months? Write down 2 in the chat box, please. Write down 2 if you've been following me on Instagram for more than 2 months. Okay. All right, all right, all right, all right. So there was this reel that I posted a couple of months ago, and it got a lot of views. Let me write it down over here. Write this word down for you, because I think this is important for you to know. Now, this word, I'm not sure how many of you watched that reel, but I'm still going to, give it to you here. Now, this word, question. A lot of people say question, question, question. It's not question. It's question, the ch sound. When T-I-O-N is preceded by S, when you have S before T-I-O-N, what sound does it make? It makes the ch sound. Ch. Question, question. That's the correct pronunciation. If you doubt it, go to the Cambridge Dictionary, check it right now. Pick up any word that ends in S-T-I-O-N. If it doesn't, have that ch sound, I'm going to stop giving you pronunciation classes. That's never going to happen, because S-T-I-O-N always takes that ch sound. All the words that end in S-T-I-O-N. Give me any word. Digestion. Give me 2, 3 words. Come on, type. Let's see how many of you know. Give me 2 to 3 words here. Right, Rekha. Yeah. Suggestion, digestion, combustion. No, not preparation. Anima, it does not end in STION. STION. Good job. Remember these rules, okay? All right, guys. With this, we are going to end this 4-syllable words activity, okay? By the way, stress on the 4th syllable. 4-syllable words with stress on 4th syllable, there are not a lot of words that are going to find it out. I'll tell you the reason. We put stress on the last, the last word of the sentence in order to have that questioning tone. What time is it? Or maybe when you're giving suggestions. All right. So it's a part of intonation that I'm going to talk about, not maybe during this workshop, but it's it's something that you'll get to know in more advanced classes when I'm planning to do some advanced pronunciation workshops. I'm definitely going to invite you there as well. All right, let's look at one of the most important things that you should learn, okay? And this is called elision, okay? Now, what is elision? Let me first give you an example so that you can understand this term properly, okay? Okay, listen to me carefully. Let's say your mom asked you to go to the market and get you some vegetables, okay? And you're not up for it. You say, Mom, मैं नहीं जा रहा यार, मैं नहीं जा रहा. Instead of saying मैं नहीं जा रहा in Hindi, what do? Most of the times we say मैं नहीं जा रहा. Most of us do that. What is this called? You're actually dropping certain sounds, certain words to, ease your communication. And a lot of native speakers do that. Okay, English speakers, native English speakers, like we do it with our mother tongue, right? A lot of British, Americans, these people, they do it with their mother tongue as well. They drop certain sounds. So this process is actually called elision. Look at the screen, everyone, here. So what is elision? It is the omission or deletion of a sound, a syllable, or even a whole word in the connected speech. By the way, it's a part of connected speech. Connected speech is like a whole new thing for someone who is actually getting into this particular field. Connected speech has a lot of things in it. It has got elision, intrusion. There's so many things. I can just tell you that elision is one of the most important things you should learn about. Okay. All right. So it happens naturally when we speak quickly and smoothly, especially in informal or casual conversations. When you're having a conversation with your friends, your parents, your family members, relatives, right? Like a casual conversation, you can do this. Okay. All right. Now, this feature of connected speech helps native speakers speak more fluently and efficiently. But as a learner, if you are learning this language, right? Let's say you are at B1 or B2 level, even B2 level, okay? That's what's fine. It can make listening and understanding more difficult if you're not used to it. If you're not used to listening to this kind of concept. For example, instead of saying, can I get a cup of coffee? A lot of people say, can I get a cup of coffee? Did you notice what happened over here? Did you notice? What did I do? Cup of coffee. Instead of saying cup of coffee, cup of coffee, cup of coffee. My message was delivered, right? The person who was listening to me, he was able to understand it. Okay. But this is an advanced feature, guys. You need to learn all these things so that they flow naturally. Okay. To get to this level, you'll have to practice a lot. Okay. I've built that foundation for you. The words, the individual sounds that you've actually learned with me, along with me, those consonant sounds, vowel sounds, when you master those sounds, you can come on to elision as well. Okay. But the good thing about this workshop is that I'm going to teach you something that will help you with elision. Okay. We're going to practice this together. All right. Please feel free to take a screenshot. I'll give you 5 seconds and I'm going to move on to the next thing. Next slide. We're also going to talk about the importance of elision. Okay, 1 second. All right, now why does it happen? It happens to make speech flow more smoothly, to reduce awkward combination of sounds that are hard to pronounce quickly, and to save time in everyday communication. the second point, I want you to read it again. Read this point quickly. I've written a word for you. Go look yourself in the mirror. Did I pronounce all the R's in it right now? I didn't. I just said mirror, mirror. Go look at yourself in the mirror. Okay? Or I just pronounced one R over here and the last R. That's what elision is. To make your speech flow smoothly. Okay? This helps you save a lot of time in communication as well. Just a few seconds, not a lot of time. All right, next. These are some common elision patterns that you should know. One of the most common things that you're going to notice is this, the t or the d sound. It is dropped between two consonants. I think I mentioned this thing yesterday as well, but I did not give you a lot of examples here. Have a look at this. So instead of saying friendship, no, it's friendship, 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 friendship. Okay. Instead of saying next day, we say next day, next day. If you're speaking fast, you will drop the t sound. So when t and d come together, you pronounce only one sound. Okay. There are other rules as well. This is just, something that'll help you improve your pronunciation to make it from a beginner level to an intermediate level. These are certain rules that I'm helping you out with. But there are other rules as well, not just, these rules. Something that will help you sound more advanced. Okay, we're going to talk about those things later. All right, elision of vowel sounds also. For example, like I gave you mirror. Instead of saying mirror, it's mirror or mirror. That's also fine. Okay, library, library, library. Okay, I'm going to the library. Where are you going? I'm going to the library. Okay. So the rapid movement of your tongue and your mouth, this is what, elision helps you with. Short forms, basically, they help you sound more natural while talking in English. And sometimes you also drop the entire syllable. Instead of saying family or family, just say family, 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 li. M ke baad ekdam se l, family, family. Okay. So these are some common elision patterns that you should start working on. And you can actually get a lot of examples also. I've picked up certain examples for you. I want you to practice these words with me, these phrases with me, okay? So for this, I would request you to unmute yourself so that I can listen to you, okay? Let's start practicing some of them. Okay, repeat after me. Say friendship.
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 Very nice. Don't say friendship. D sound has to be dropped. The D sound, drop it. Say friendship.
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 Very good. Next day.
Next day.
Next day.
Next day.
Day. Helicopter shot. Next day.
Next
Next
day.
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 Next
In the
day.
next one, drop the D sound. It's old man.
Old man.
All man.
Old man.
All
Old
man.
man.
Old man.
Old man.
All
Old
man.
man.
Instead of saying good night, say good night.
Good
Night.
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 Good night.
Everyone, we're done with the session.
Good night.
Good night. Okay. Good night.
Night.
Soft drink. No, it's soft drink.
Soft drink.
Shopping.
Soft drink.
So great.
Would you like to
Just
have
one.
some soft drink? Would you like to
Yes.
have a soft drink? Who said yes?
Yes.
All right. Then we have Jaswant Singh Rathore.
Just one.
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 Just
one.
Just one, not just one, just one.
just
one.
one.
Instead of saying
Just one.
asked him, say ask him.
Ask him.
But there are two ways to pronounce it. Instead of saying "duh" over here, ask him.
Ask him.
You can say this also, or you can say this also, provided the person can understand that you're actually using the correct tense over there. Okay. Instead of saying you must go over there, you must go over there.
Must go.
Must go.
Must go.
Must go.
Must go.
What's happening over here? You're combining two sounds together. That's what elision is. Instead of saying handbag, say handbag. Where did you get this handbag from?
Handbag.
Oh, I like your handbag.
Handbag. Handbag.
Handbag.
Sometimes it also sounds like mo sound, handbag. I like your
Handbag.
okay.
Handbag.
Cold weather,
No.
cold weather,
weather.
cold weather,
Cold weather.
Cold weather.
okay.
Cold weather.
100 pounds, no, 100 pounds.
100 pounds.
Drop the D out of here. 100 pounds. 100.
100 pounds.
You can drop this also. 100 pounds. 100 pounds.
100 pounds. 100 pounds.
Stand by.
Stand by.
Stand by.
Stand
No
by.
sound. Stand by. Stand by.
Stand by.
Stand by.
World Cup. World Cup. There's no
World
sound
Cup.
here. World Cup.
Welcome.
Okay. Hold back.
Welcome.
Hold back.
Hold back.
Back.
He's a kind
Hold
person.
back.
Kind.
Kind person.
Kind
Not a
person.
kind person. Kind person.
Person.
Drop the D
Kind
sound.
person.
But this only happens. Listen, this only happens if you're talking at a rapid pace. Okay, we're going for that smooth delivery. You use elision at that time. All right, left side,
Left.
Left side.
left side. Best friend. Who's your best friend? Who's your best friend? My best friend is my mom. Best friend. Kept going.
Kept going.
Kept going. He kept going in the wrong direction. He kept going. Help them. Help them. He loved.
Help
He helped them get home
Help them.
safely. Help them.
Help them.
Instead of saying grandma, grandma, grandma.
grandma.
Okay, drop the D sound. Are we clear with this?
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay. Okay. Now comes. By the way, do you want to ask anything about elision? Feel free to ask if you have any questions.
Is it okay if you don't do it?
To sound more like a native speaker, it's important because I'll tell you something. When I teach students this thing, IELTS, and in IELTS, there's this speaking module. And under that section, there's a parameter called pronunciation. You're actually given marks, more marks, if you actually showcase that you know how to use elision as a strategy, okay? Not a strategy, I would say, as a skill that you learn, okay? So it is important. I would not recommend you to not use it. Try, practice, get used to it, okay?
Just a doubt, won't it be confusing for students, for children, you know? Like when, especially when they're learning phonetics and they're learning words through listening, won't it be difficult for them?
Absolutely.
Because I'm a teacher, so like,
Absolutely is going to
does
be.
it make sense to use it in a classroom?
Yes, it absolutely makes sense to use it in your class. See, something I'm a strong believer of, this thing. What you learned late in life, teach your kids the sooner. The sooner you teach them, the better it is for them. Okay? Don't think if they're going to get confused. Help them. Your task as a teacher is to teach them whatever you know, whatever is in your capacity. Break it down into simple parts. Okay? Make it simple for you. Are you confused right now, by the way, Rekha? Is there something that you're not able to understand?
I'm not confused about anything. There's only one thing that I have a doubt about. That is when you were teaching that la la, the where to stress on.
Yeah.
So I had a doubt that when you're speaking in the classroom and if you have those intonations, wouldn't it sound a bit strange?
It will sound strange. Why? The question is why.
If I go Monday,
Yeah.
like for example.
Yes. Why will it sound strange? My question to you is, why will it sound strange? Think about it.
Because it's like you're emphasizing on certain part in the while speaking. Like see, when you speak, it's so natural and free flowing, right? But when we lay emphasis on certain parts of the syllable, doesn't it sound a bit unnatural? I might be wrong, but I'm just asking. Just clearing
Absolutely. It sounds unnatural. And I said it in the beginning. It is going to sound unnatural. You're not used to it. People are not used to listening to you like that. But when you develop that habit, it does not matter what people think about you. You are pronouncing the words correctly now. Okay? That's how people pronounce these words. English is a language that needs to be pronounced correctly. You're learning the correct pronunciation. Change is inevitable, right? So when you start adapting to change, a lot of people are going to notice that. You yourself are going to notice that. But it does not mean that you're not going to learn the correct thing. Does that mean that you're not going to learn the correct thing? Now that you have this knowledge, you know that this is correct. It's your duty, it's your responsibility to learn these things and to train your students on this.
Also, I'm worried that if we don't practice it regularly, we tend to forget. Like, for instance,
It happens with speaking.
develop, yeah.
That's okay. That's okay.
Development, for example.
Yeah.
Now we're used to saying development.
Yeah.
Now another one word that I learned from you, content. I think you had done it in one of the reels.
Yeah.
So content. So while we are speaking, like we have to make a lot of effort to remember that, and so then what makes it easier? Of course, practice, but then like you can't just wake up in the morning and practice, right? How do you do that? How do you make it a part of your regular this? Because see, your course was ideally, I think, a month's course or something like that. Previously, when I saw, and frankly speaking, I couldn't afford that much, so I just kept quiet. So like learning something over a month, like whatever courses you have done or you have trained, I saw that all your courses were for a month or 2 months, right? And this is a 2-day course. So like you've given us a lot of information, but then how do we, is information correct? Information.
Yeah. Just go on with your doubts right now. Yeah. Continue. Yeah.
So then how do you regulate that? That's the only thing.
All right. I'll answer both the questions. You
how
asked
do you
me.
Start off?
Sure. Anything else, or can I just answer these questions first? Okay. Now, what I kept in mind while designing this workshop was to actually help you with giving you those tools and all the strategies and techniques that you can use by yourself to improve your pronunciation day by day. Okay. Within 2 days, it's not possible at all to see like a 80% or a 90% improvement. But trust me, you have already started noticing that difference in yourself. Okay. If not 80%, I would say 20% you've already learned. Right now, you have those tools. You'll have to use those tools to actually improve your skills, to enhance your skills. And there's only one method, only one thing that you're supposed to do: PRACTICE. That's it. Nothing else. There's nothing else in the world that can help you, memorize these things. It may take 1 month. It may take, for some people, 15 days. For some people, it may take 2 to 3 months. It depends on the frequency, how many times you do that. Okay. Bruce Lee says, one thing: I do not fear a man who practices, 10,000 kicks, or, not just once, but 10,000 times. But he fears the man who practiced one kick 10,000 times. Remember this thought. Remember this always. You do one thing, you get bored doing it again and again and again and again. You'll become a master of that. Okay. Coming on to the part where you said that, your pronunciation mastery course, the one that I launched a couple of months ago. So we've made some changes in it, and I'm going to come up with another course very soon. Not right away, but yes, we're going to come up with some more courses like this, wherein we're going to get into the details of each and everything, where I give live feedback, and I don't take more than 10 students in that batch so that I can focus on everyone, right? So this workshop is just like, what do we call it? To help you first understand the concepts, like, to break those myths that a lot of people have. My only intention of doing this workshop was to educate people like you. First, understand the difference between pronunciation and accent. Later, if you want to decide, you want to go with other courses as well, you're free to contact me. You've got a lot of resources that I've already posted on Instagram, right? Free resources are also coming up day by day. We are actually working on these things. Me and my team are working on a lot of things to help you get the best out of these things. But yes, to wrap it up, I would say the only thing you can do is practice to improve your or to enhance your skills. Okay. And please remember one thing, don't feel that what people are going to think about you. If you start thinking about what people are going to think about you, what are they actually going to think about you then? Let them think, it's okay. Let them think, don't worry about it. You follow the thing that is correct. You follow something that's correct. You follow the right path. Okay.
Is there any app where we can practice these things, whatever we have learned, like we say them aloud and it corrects us, Is there any app like that or something where we can get, or can you create an app like that?
Wonderful. That's a very nice idea. I would love to do that. I'd love to do that. Let me speak to my team and let's see if we can do something similar to this where we can. And I think we might already have something out there in the market, but that's a very nice, interesting idea. I'll start working something on it. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing this idea. But yes, if I come across anything, Rekha, I'm definitely going to share it with all of you in the group that I've created for where you are actually a part of it. Okay.
Actually, I don't know because I'm not part of any group from what I know. Is there
How
any
is
group
that
that has
possible?
been created?
Do you not get messages from me, like personally? Do
Yeah,
you get
EXLY something.
uh-huh,
Is that?
no, not that. Did you get that poll that I gave you? Hi, good morning, everyone. I hope you're excited for
No,
the session. Did you get that?
no,
Okay.
I don't think
So
so.
Rekha, you have not been. Did you use the link to join WhatsApp when it said you've registered for the workshop? Just send me your WhatsApp number. I'll get you added in that. Okay. I'll ask my team.
I'm also not a part of that group.
You're not a part of it.
Can I
Okay.
send it in the chat box? My
Or
number?
let me send you my number. You don't share your number over here. Let me send you my number. Just send me a hi on this number. Okay. Here.
Okay.
Just send me a hi over here. Okay. All those who are not a part of this group, just do this. Okay. Just message me on this number. Yes, Rohit. Hi. Just 1 second. Okay. 1 second. Okay. All right. 1 second. All right. Guys, this session is going to extend by at least 15 minutes. Then we're going to do this thing like question answers as well. I want you to quickly write this down. First of all, this is the last part of that KitKat technique. Quickly write it down. Rohit will come on to your question in a couple of minutes. Okay. I'm sorry to interrupt. Okay. Just keep those questions safe with you. All right. All right. So this was the last part of that KitKat technique. Now, what I want you to do is type all the words in the chat box. Type all the elements that I gave you from yesterday and today, whatever you've got. Just type all of them in the chat box quickly. Type them as it is. Don't write down the numbers. Go in one flow. Hurry up, type it in the chat box. Suruchi, I'm going to come to this question in a couple of minutes, okay? I'll answer that question. I've read your question in the chat box. Wonderful, Rekha. Good job, Ankit. All right, all right, all right, all right. Hurry up, the rest of you. Have you got all the 7 parts, everyone? Good job. Now, can you guess why did I give you, this in parts? It's actually a word that I gave you. Look at this. Look at this. Now, combine all these words. Combine all these words. Say them together. Say them together. Say them together. The way I gave it to you, it was different. This is the actual word. Hippopotamonstrosis quipidaliophobia. Hippopotamonstrosis quipidaliophobia. What does it mean? It means the fear of long words. It means the fear of long words. How do you teach someone? How do you teach someone this thing? Someone who struggles with pronouncing lengthy words. You break it into small parts. What do? You break it into small parts. How do you eat Kit Kat? You break it into small parts and then you have it. Okay? Now, go slow. You say the first two words, first two elements of that technique together. Hippopata. Repeat after me, everyone. Hippopata. 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 Registered in your mind? Hippopata. 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 Registered? Monstrosis. 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 Combine all of them together. Hippopotamonstrosis. 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 Everyone, I can't see everyone saying this out loud. Everyone together. Hippopotamonstrosis. 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 Quipidalio. 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 Phobia. Phobia is basically fear of something, right? Phobia. Phobia. Quipidaliophobia. Quipidaliophobia. Hippopotamonstrosis. Quipidaliophobia. This was the technique. This is something I use in my classes. And trust me, it works wonders. Anyone who has, who struggles to pronounce lengthy words in any language, just ask them to use this technique. Okay? Do you think it's going to help you out now? Are you still going to be afraid of pronouncing lengthy words? Yes or no? Wonderful. No, Sinara, we did not. Did we skip the fifth and the sixth word? Don't tell me. Ouch. I'm so sorry. Where did that sixth word go? 1 second. Where did I miss it? Should have been here. My bad. But you got to know the word, right? Was it Dalio? Did I miss the Dalio word? I'm so sorry about it. Okay, all right. Okay, so with this, we end this workshop. And I would like to show you one image at the end, because I think it's important to understand this specifically, okay? Here, what we just learned during this workshop was just the tip of the iceberg. There are so many things that we need to learn, okay? Now, you have the tools, you can do your research, you can do a lot of things, for enhancing your skills. If you need my suggestions, if you need my help, you have my contact number, you have my Instagram page, you can drop me a message over there. In future, if you're going to launch any other workshop, an advanced workshop or something, I will definitely keep you in loop, okay? And we're also going to talk about the popular courses that we have. So we've got IELTS Mastery, we've got Fluency Mastery, we've got Pronunciation Mastery. So usually when it comes to IELTS Mastery, I have group and one-on-one sessions. Fluency Mastery, we are doing group classes and one-on-one classes. But Pronunciation Mastery, right now, I'm only doing one-on-one sessions, okay? So for this, when I launch another batch, I will let you know. All right. So in future, if you guys want to contact me, you have my WhatsApp number. You can drop me a message over there. If in case you need help with any of these courses, I'll let you know the details about it. Okay. And one more thing, guys, you would have noticed during this, these sessions that I actually focus on giving you quality things. So what I'm going to do is there are certain changes that I'm making in this workbook, this pronunciation workout plan based on my understanding of, based on my observations during these 2 days. So what I'm doing is I'm going to actually make some changes to this 30-day pronunciation workbook plan. You are going to receive this within a week from now. Okay, so by Friday, you can expect this PDF, this book with all of you. Just a request. Please do not share it with anyone else, okay? Because this is going to be a digital asset. We are working, me and my team are working on this to, avoid a lot of things that are happening out on the internet. So just give us 1 more week and you'll have all these things, all the bonuses with you. Right. I'm going to be sharing this bonus 2 and bonus 3 on WhatsApp right after we end this session. And bonus 4, which was supposed to be unlocked in day 2, is that anyone who decides to join any of my courses right now, or maybe in future if you decide, just let me know that you were a part of this workshop. Send me your details and I'll give you an extra coupon code which you can actually use to get some discount. Okay. So just make sure you send me all your details, even like if you ever, plan to join any of my courses. Okay. And we end the session with this, your sandwich method, because that is something that I promised here. Now, this is something I use in my fluency mastery and my IELTS mastery classes. And I think this can actually help you in becoming more fluent. Now, understand this concept. What is this? Why do I call it the sandwich method? You know what's a sandwich, right? Again, see, elision happened over here. I did not say sandwich. I said sandwich, right? What is the sandwich? So we have got, 2 pieces of bread. One is at the top, another is at the bottom. And then if you want to make it a chicken sandwich, you can have those, veggies and then the chicken patty inside, whatever you want to add. So how does it actually work? Let's say someone asks you this question. Do you think people in your country are less healthy than they used to be? How do you answer this question to make it lengthy? You use the sandwich method. Okay. What is the sandwich method? Before I explain, observe by yourself. Look at this sentence. Look at this sentence. Just this sentence. Okay. And this one. Just read them out loud. Don't unmute yourself, just read them out loud. Bread. Why have I written that? That's the top layer of the bread, the first layer. The last one is another one. But as we know, they're not of the same size, not of the same weight. So what we do is we actually rephrase the question. Okay. So if you noticed, I answered the question once, but I did not use the same words. Do you think people in your country are less healthy than they used to be? Personally, I think that health of many people is worse than it used to be. Okay. Now I'm going to give the details of it. Details in terms of, if I want to have a chicken sandwich, I'm going to put in the chicken patty over there, then add some veggies over there. So these are the details. This is mainly due to obesity caused by an unhealthy diet, being overweight, You want to add more to it, you can add more to it. It depends on how would you like to have your sandwich. Do you want like a huge sandwich, or do you want it to be like a decent one? Okay. Add details accordingly. Once you're done with it, you need to have the bottom layer where you re-answer the question. You answer the question again, but using different words. You use paraphrasing over here. However, in my opinion, many people in my country are less healthy these days because of unhealthy lifestyles. Now, if you use this method, I guarantee you will easily be able to speak 3 to 4 sentences. 2 sentences to yahin pe ho gaye na? First sentence, second sentence. Right? And then you use this method where you add details. Type U if you think this is useful for you. U as in you, not Y-O-U, you. Type U if you think this is useful. Active. Interesting. Okay, so these are just some of the techniques that I actually use in some of my courses, and it has helped thousands of people, right? So with this, we end this session, but there's one last thing. I'm so sorry, I've got so many last things to do. You saw that those 2 sentences. I want you to record those things, and if you feel comfortable, you can send me the recording. And if you don't, it's absolutely fine. But whatever you have learned through these throughout this workshop, this 2-day workshop, I'm pretty sure I kept those words in the 4-syllable words, in the 3-syllable words, so that you know the correct pronunciation of those words. Now you'll be able to pronounce them correctly. You have a better understanding now. All right. So we have been able to achieve all the goals, all the aims that we had for this workshop. Now, I'm pretty sure when you start working on your skills, when you start enhancing your skills, you start practicing, you are going to get more confident by the end of this. Maybe let's say within a month, if you keep practicing this regularly, you'll notice a huge difference. Okay. All right, we can start with the question answers round now. Let me know if you have any questions. Yes, Cinderella, go ahead.
So firstly, thank you for this insightful session. The 2 days have been very much rewarding. Thank you for that. Now, I teach English language and literature to ICSE board. And when we come across different names of characters, for example, TAYO, when you Google it, you're not able to get that word because it's not there in the dictionary. So TAYO, if we go as per the pronunciation for table, it becomes TEO. And if we take task, then it becomes tayo. So how do we know the correct pronunciation for such words?
Okay, so for this, you'll have to refer to some, video clips, I would say, because see, when you ask a foreigner, especially someone who's not from India, when you ask them to pronounce names of people living in India, they're not able to pronounce it correctly. Why does it happen? Because they don't have a proper understanding of it. But if you teach them those things, or if they watch certain videos or clips of listening to how do you actually pronounce them, that's how they learn it. Okay. So probably especially when you said that you're a teacher, and when you come across these characters' names, right? What you can do is there's an application called Play Phrase Me, which I use for this thing for adding those video clips. So if you type the name of that person, it'll give you how this word is actually pronounced, or how this name is pronounced. You can use that as well. Okay.
Can you type in the name in the chat box?
I'll send it to you on the the group itself, the community. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me write it here as well. It's playphrase.me. Okay. 1 second. Yeah. And if I come across any other this thing, I'll let you know. Okay. Any other application like this. All right. Yes. Next question, please. Yes, Rohit. Spellings. Okay. My teacher had a wonderful strategy for this. What she used to do was, she used to ask me to write it at least 100 times. Everything I misspelled, she used to ask me to write 100 times. And trust me, till now, I haven't forgotten those spellings. If you're not able to, spell one, let's say a simple word, you write it as many times as possible so that it registers here forever. Okay. Were you expecting something else? There's no shortcut for this. All right, next question. Also, guys, someone from my team might contact you to get a feedback on this pronunciation workshop that we had. Since we did it for the first time, I'd really like to, get an honest feedback from your side. Okay. So for example, they might ask you questions like, what was the best thing that you learned, or what technique do you think you'd be able to use to improve your pronunciation? So, a couple of questions. I'll also be posting like a feedback form so that, I actually believe in improving so that others, get benefit from whatever we are doing right now. Okay. So just help us out over here. Just a request, just fill in that feedback form, the one that I'm going to share in the WhatsApp group. And we might also ask some of you to, just record a small video, like a testimonial, so that we can post it on our Learn with Rahil page. Okay. Right. Next question, please. Anyone who has a question?
How old are you?
How old am I? I'll tell you personally. Why would you ask that question? Do I look like a 35-year-old teacher? Huh? All right, all right. Next question.
One more question. Like if we listen to some people, there is a sharpness in the accent. So
Yeah.
how do we get that sharpness? In the sense, like they sound really beautiful. What do I mean by that? Like uh, you might have heard or you might have listened to some people speaking English. Their
Mhm.
pronunciation is good. Everything is like up to the mark.
Hmm.
Whereas if you hear or if you listen to some other